Hello there. Today we'll be doing subset number 2, the part 2 of subset number 74. Backtracking. This is our fourth backtracking problem. All right. So let's get it. So in this particular problem, it's very much similar to the first problem, but we have duplicates. That's the only difference. And what happens when we do duplicates is that suppose we select the first item, and we either choose to have it or not have it, and then we choose the second item, and we choose to have it or not have it. Then we choose the third item and we see duplicates. As you can see here, we choose the 2 again. This is unique, but this is not unique, as you can see here. And this is unique, but this is not unique. So how do we skip this issue? The way we can skip it is if the item is the same. If the item is the same, and we have used it, we have used it already, right? Then we can skip it. Well, what does that mean? So, well, we can just keep this side and add 2's to it, and everything else does not have a single 2 anymore after the 1. Yeah. So so like this particular situation here, the 2. This particular 1 does not get the 2. It just gets the 1. Yep. And this 2, we had a single 2. And this one does we chose to not have the 2. And we chose not to take any more 2's. So we choose, if we've seen it, we choose not to take it anymore. And with that, we only apply the 2 into these spots, in this spot and this spot, because we chose not to take it anymore. And that's how we solve this particular problem. So with this particular problem, we have to sort the items so that we can skip to once we have seen it, we skip it. So let's redo the same problem. So results is equal to empty array. Then let's do a definition called backtrack. And let's take 2 items, the I and the subset. What we're going to return is the subset. So if I is greater than or equal to, well, greater than the length of nums, that means that we have gone through the entire list, and we can do a result.append subset. This is very much similar to the regular. Let's just do the regular code first, and then we'll modify our second bit of the code. So then return. Then we, of course, we do a subset.append. What we're going to append to our subset is going to be nums at I. And what happens there is that we then do a backtrack of I plus 1. That means we're going to include it and include the subset. Then we'll subset.pop to pop it off so that we can try the next item. So basically means, oh, we're not going to take this item. So we do a backtrack of I plus 1 and subset. So this would work if we had no duplicates at this point. Let's do no. Okay, so we take the 1, 2, and we return well, the backtrack of 0 and subset. Subset is going to be empty array, and we'll return results at this point. Let's run it. Hopefully everything works out well. index out of bounds. Why would that be? Greater than or equal to. Perfect. So this is how we do non-duplicates. But when we have the duplicates, let's run it again. Let's see that issue that I suggested. So as you can see, we have duplicates. So to remove the duplicates, what we're going to do is, first thing is that we're going to go walk through while I plus 1 is less than the length of nums, and nums I, the current I for this particular is equal. We have, say we have selected this particular item already, right? And we don't want to select the next item cannot be the same. Let's run it. As you can see, that way, while it's the same, we don't choose it anymore. Then we pop. So let's print the subset. Let's print the result actually after the pop. That's a really bad place to put it. So we get 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 2 2 1. Yeah. So what does this tell us? This tells us we added 1 2 2 first. So append. So append, backtrack, append, backtrack, append, backtrack. We reached the end. We append 1 2 2. Then what happens next is that we check if it's the same character. If it's not, and we keep going, and then we pop. Then we have then we do a backtrack, of course, and we get this item. So then, of course, we backtrack again, we pop again, and then we have a 1. And starting from the 1, we build up. I guess we pop and we throw in the 2s and the 2 2s, and then we pop again, and then we finish off with the 2. So one thing to note is that we have to sort the items so that we can skip the items that we have seen. So we do nums.sort, and let's submit. And we are good to go. It's a pretty slow solution, but it solves the problem. I think that is good enough because it really tests your ingenuity about how to manage duplicates, and asking like the question, okay, so how do I skip it? I mean, the other way to do it is to use a set, and I don't know if that actually works. Let's test it. So we just throw this in the set, and we're not going to even sort it. Let's see what the heck happens. Right? I mean, oh. You can't just turn a set into, okay. List to set Python. That's Java. Yeah, I don't see why that doesn't work. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. I don't see why. Unhashable. Okay, here we go. So non-hashable. Interesting. Well, looks like you can't do that. There's no way of doing that, and there's no way to hash a set. Okay, well, there is no way of, so that's why we have to do it this way. Good to know. And that's how we solve this particular problem of skipping the same item. So that's why we can skip the 2 when we skip repeating the 2. We don't want to add it back in at this particular stage. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.